hear us. So this is episode number 2. Jeff, why don't you take it for us?
Hey guys, welcome to Saturday night quad hangout with myself and Twitch Pilot and Chow Cal, Pete Pimpavong, and Matt Rogers.
Sir,
All
So
right.
we've
how you guys
quite
doing?
the week. Yeah,
There's a
I'm doing all
huge
right. How are you
delay
guys?
on you, Pete, now.
You can hear me?
Yeah, but there's a
Yep.
huge delay now. Like a long delay.
All right, hold on.
So,
While Pete's fixing his mic situation, um, yeah. This week's kind of been this week and last week's kind of been a rush for all things FPV and drone related stuff. Um, as some of you guys know, Pete Pimpavong owns Rec Drones out of Mesa, Arizona, and Twitchy works there and operates the live stream, operates this live stream, and has just now started to branch out on some things that we're not quite ready to talk about yet, but big things being ran in the works for Rec Drones and Rec Drones channel. So if you're not subscribed to Rec Drones, definitely do so. They put on one heck of a live stream every Thursday night, and then of course our live stream on Saturday night right now. And then they also do the Newbie Drone series with Greg Gutierrez out of Tucson, Arizona, Perspective Image LLC. So definitely, if you haven't yet, definitely subscribe to both channels. Get their name out there with what we are trying to do. What Pete and Matt are trying to do is excellent, and we're trying to grow. We were trying to grow this community, and we're trying something new that not a lot of people are trying right now, in multiple different outlets. As far as our comedy skits, and just things that we're doing out in the community. Pete, why don't you touch base with the audience, as we're starting to grow here? It looks like we got 2 viewers, but why don't you touch base on what you've been up to this week? I know that you were on a board, a FPV. You were the face of FPV in Mesa, Arizona. So tell us more about that.
Yeah, Jeff. Yeah, man. It's been a busy week for us. We had a lot of good things coming this week. It's been busy. Yeah. So not only did was I part of a panel for the AZ Drone Fest. I was pretty much the ambassador of the FPV community here, and so it was really cool to be able to talk about FPV and kind of to a different audience. I mean, there's so many, like, drones is such a broad terminology. There's so many different things. So to kind of scale it down and explain to them about FPV and about how we work and how our community is and what we do, really was kind of cool. And then on top of it, I came to find out that a video shoot that we were part of that we shot for the Phoenix Suns ended up winning an Emmy. So yeah, it was definitely a good week. We learned a lot of stuff, and hopefully that's going to be the platform for us to expand in the future, man. So yeah.
Sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, that's great. I was when I heard that information that you'd won that Emmy, dude, I was ecstatic.
I didn't
I
even know
can't.
myself, man. Yeah. So I was a visual observer on it. We had Chetta FPV. Chet Jones was a pilot on that shoot, and yeah, we're the first ones to fly around the NBA players, man. So it was a lot of fun, and yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, there's a shot. Arizona Drone Fest, they actually have a video you can watch.
Yeah, we could probably put a link. We'll put a link in here or something. You guys can check it out. It's at the 35-minute mark. The ironic thing is that the panel I was on was called "Fun with Drones," and for the first 30 minutes they had nothing fun with drones. It was all like
Informal stuff.
safety and like, yeah, people are like, I thought this was supposed to be fun with drones because it's really boring and really like so yeah, fast forward to the 35-minute mark, and that's when the panel discussion starts. So.
All right. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so
the
here's
crazy thing with boards and streams like that, yeah, there it is. There
Yeah.
it's so crazy because it's so informal. Just
Right.
just going over the things that every non-pilot either wants to hear or absolutely doesn't want to hear.
Yeah.
They just want to see the shot, and sometimes it can just be boring sitting there watching and listening on to all the rules that are unregulated
Right.
and things like that. So
Yeah.
as soon as I got to the Wreck Drone segment, it was pretty awesome because we were able to see you actually had visual representation. I don't have any of my whoops sitting right here, but you're showing your whoops and things like that, and kind of get into the nit grit of the fun things and the fun aspect of the hobby. So
yeah, and then also we talked about a lot of things, and I think the stigma of FPV, but the cool thing is a lot of these DJI cinematic aerial guys are starting to respect us, and they understand now, man, that what we do is a lot different from what stabilized.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah,
I totally agree with that. Agree with that.
But all those transfer over, man. So that's a good thing.
So you guys had backstage passes pretty much to the AZ Nitrex race. I don't know if anybody's watching right now went and seen that on Facebook or some sort of outlet. But if you don't know anything about Arizona Nitrex or AZNT, get on Facebook and look it up. Get on YouTube and look it up. Go onto the Wreck Drones page and look up last week's race. It's absolutely amazing. The guy, Chris there and the guys with AZNT put on an amazing show. Greg Gutierrez put on one heck of a live stream. I think it was a great weekend. Why don't you guys talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, you want to take a Matt, or you?
Well, oh man, where do we start? So many fun people were there. It was really great racing. Watching the Arizona Nitrex is one of my favorite because you can actually spectate watching these neon glowing quads fly through the air. But they had a really great event. They had their big screen outside. You could actually watch. You didn't have to have a bunch of your equipment there to be able to watch it. You could actually, they had screens up. All the pilots were right in front of where we were hanging out, instead of like very separated. So it was really cool to be able to see, be at this event, because every single time we go, it gets better and better and better. So
you guys had a big screen and project. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but you guys had a big screen for spectators there, right?
Yeah, there was a company, I forgot who was sponsoring it, some big media company down here that Big Bear had hooked up with. They do the Country Thunder show. I don't know if you know that. It's like a music festival, but I guess they're part of that. And so Big Bear and the AZ Nitrex crew, they definitely stepped up their game. We actually just posted on our Wreck Drones Facebook just a quick interview with one of the track foremans, Quaz. So if you want to check that out, you can check that out. We have a bunch more interviews. We just got to go through them and edit them and sync them up. So all that stuff takes time, and we keep on trying to bite off more than we can chew. But that's how we like to run things here, man.
That's busy. How we get things done, man, for sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of interviews, I actually have, we sent our field reporters in to interview, and I kind of, next week's skit, I didn't have the time, and some things that had come up for this week's skit, so there's not really going to be a new skit for this week, but You know, next week I'm gonna show off the field reporters and kind of backstage pass of on a segment I'm gonna call In the Pits,
There you
and
go.
it's just gonna highlight what had went on there, and talk to some of the pilots. I think Chapow, I think Pete did a great job on some of his interviews. So we're gonna have fun next week. We're gonna have fun because it's gonna be a great little skate that I have planned. I wish I would have gotten it done a little sooner, but like I said, can't plan for problems going wrong. And but yeah, it's gonna be a great skit, and I'm looking forward to that interview too.
There you go. Yeah, for sure, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So yeah.
Yeah, Matt, what do you got to add?
Man, I've actually had some recent an uptick in people requesting stuff for private live streams, so I've been focused a little bit on that. I'm mostly just paying attention to what you guys are all doing and trying to figure out a way we can all, keep it all together and work together so we make sure everybody, we can actually share the experiences with each other.
Yeah.
One of the things that I should point out is we have 5.5 minutes on our Zoom call left, so we can actually cut over to some of the Drone Fest video if we're allowed to. I'm not.
Yeah.
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 So while we have to reset up that, we can play some of the stream, and then we kind of do our thing and come back. So anyway, that'll be in 5.
Yeah. So commercial break is what you're saying?
Yeah, a little bit of a commercial break. I think it's a content break.
Okay. Yeah. Let's play it.
So we could do that now, or we can wait. But anyway, yeah. So we've just been focusing on making sure that we have a good, solid, product, I guess, for people. So I'm really excited to be doing stuff just like this because this is just another part of that. But
yeah, I agree.
It's really good.
Yeah,
to
if you want to, man. If you want to, go ahead and roll it.
All right, let's go ahead. We'll do that, and we gotta restart our stream. So, or Zoom call. I mean, so you guys.
Wow, fun times.
Yeah. Let's see here. One second. All right. There we go. Okay, we're good, guys. So let me get over here. Okay. Zoom. Okay, and then I got to make sure that I have the window up on Facebook so I can send it to you.
Dan's still coming? No, Iris. Probably not coming either.
Can they hear the video?
Huh?
Yes, they better. Unless they
I
can.
don't have the stream up, so let me. Pilots, I think. Oh, that was loud. No, they can't.
They cannot.
I can hear us. I just can't hear the video.
Okay, that's fine. I think I know what's going on here.
Matt, if you go to that, if you see the PC one, I had that set up. Browser should all be ready to go with audio and everything. But
I don't know what that means.
on the source, on the OBS source.
No, I see what's going on here. Hang on. Let me just cut to that.
Hey, there's a.
Hey, that was last week or last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, man. The live one. And hopefully, we'll be able to do that again. But they loved us, man. Like, yeah, they're all about it. So.
Well, that's awesome, dude. I enjoyed watching this. I was at work when I was watching all this stuff, and yeah, dude, I think that you did a great job, man.
Oh, thanks, dude. I gotta quit saying
brushed or brushless. You can see it has a little camera on it.
Other than that,
What we do is we're able to navigate
the
course by wearing these
Yeah.
Type of virtual reality goggles that'll allow the pilots to see from the aspect of the cockpit of the actual Whoop itself. And then you need a radio like this to be able to control through the course when you're going through the course. Things like that. They are a little bit more tricky to get started with compared to if you're coming from more of the aerial cinematic style drones like the DJI drones. So there's a little bit of a learning curve for it. The good thing is that with these radios, you can plug it into a simulator and kind of get, your bearings for a few hours and kind of work things out. But we have all ages that come out and fly with us. I think right now our youngest is 11 and our oldest is, I believe, about 55. So.
No, that's awesome. And they're, they look small and they are small, but they're definitely not the cheap product that you would find at your typical retail store. Like, talk to me about the way they handle, the way you can fly them with precision versus some of those cheaper ones.
Right. So, the good thing about these are pretty much hobby grade as opposed to toy grade drones. They have come down in price. So these are actually under $100 for the Whoop itself, but you still would need the radio and goggles. We do have a kit for about $205 that comes with everything that you need. But yeah, Chris, so these things pretty much fly a lot better than they used to. They have F4 processing boards on them now. They used to have F3 boards, so there was a lot of latency. They didn't really fly the way you wanted it to. Nowadays, you can tune them up. You can plug it into a computer and set up, your rates. You can set up exactly how you like it to fly. So you have a lot more control. And I think what that leads up to is a lot of the, racing guys from like car racing or things like that they like to hot rod their machines. I think they like the getting into these because they can really mod it out to what they like.
And you mentioned earlier that a few years back you got hit by the bug. So talk to me about what that was for you. What attracted you to that?
Well, some of my background, Chris, is that when I was young, I wanted to be a pilot. My dad was a combat pilot, and so I kind of grew up in aviation, and he would take me to all the air shows and municipal airports and go up flying with him and all that. And then I guess life just happened. I never ended up going that route. And about 5 years ago, I found out about drones, and I bought my first toy drone, a little SEMA. Lasted me about a week, and I knew right away what I wanted to do. And so that's here we are.
That's awesome. So Kim, let's switch it over to you and talk to me about some of the things that you do with drones and the kids, and how do you use those drones to teach those kids?
So the great thing about drones is there are so many things you can do with them in education, from using the Tello EDUs, which are programmable. And the great thing is with the EDUs, if you've got 3 or more, you can actually program them to swarm. So if you saw the opening.
All right, coming back here.
Yep, we're good.
So
yeah,
just a little preview
with the AZ Drone Fest going on, and Pete doing that, and I know Matt's doing his a live stream for on the side with weddings and birthdays and such like that. But there's a new thing, and I don't know if Matt's queued up or not on this, but a lot of things that we've been noticing that have gone on in the community is comedy. There's not a lot of people doing anything related to comedy, except for one person that's relevant right now. And I know that we all know who she is, but that's Rue. I don't know if you guys saw her latest post, but
Talking about Susan Smith?
yeah.
Yeah. She does a lot of.
Wait,
yeah.
Is that a video I should queue up? What are you trying to say?
I mean, you can do that one or you can do mine. It doesn't matter. But
yeah.
No, Susan Smith does a little bit of drone comedy with her Whoops, and she's great. I love her work. Um, and but we there's not a lot of people that kind of like diversify it. So I wanted to take a swing at it, and I came up with a pilot, and that led into Unducted News broadcast, which I posted last week during the live stream of AZ&T. But if you haven't seen that, you should definitely check it out.
What was your YouTube channel name, Jeff, so I can look this up?
My name is Jeff.
Oh, yeah. My name is Jeff. That's it? No FPV afterwards?
I think it's .fpv, but it could just be FPV. I can't remember exactly.
That's okay. There's not a... Yeah. My name is... Jeff, space FPV. So we could play some Unducted News here. 1 second.
Cool, yeah.
All right. I'm queued up, I think.
Yeah.
So I guess they get strikes for any muted for any non-copyright music tonight.
No, we're not playing music.
No, there's no music.
That's what I said. Which we usually do.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Streamers always deal with that anyway. All right, let's take a shot here and see if this video does me justice.
Welcome back to Unducted. I'm your host. My name is Jeff, and tonight we're going to be talking to I Got You, a 12-year-old Whoop racer out of Mesa, Arizona, who caught AK picking his nose Thursday night at the Wreck Drones Whoop race.
I was just sitting there getting ready to race, and then I caught him picking it, and I mean like real deep.
Ugh. Hopefully you sanitize that after. That's how you get Rona. In other news, WeBleedFPV.com owner and Salty Dungeon operator Jeff Grabowski was caught stashing away LED whoop gates for Dave Hornycorn Ulrich for his LED addiction. Zotek looking sus. In more relatable news, is Daniel Daylight a banana? We tried to catch up with him to ask him the right question, but he split when he saw us coming. Next week we talk to Tiny Whoop owner Jesse Perkins and friend Sir Kitty McMittens as they argue over who the real imposter was in last night's game.
Hey guys, thanks for saving my life just a second ago. Kitty was just about to kill me.
Do you remember how I caught you? I believe I got you last game where it's like, oh, you came out of med bay and you were looking left. The doors closed and you two were in there, and I was also waiting to see, okay, if Jess comes out but you don't, you know.
Before that, bro, right in our face. You trapped me, and then she showed up at the perfect moment.
Bruh.
There we go. Sorry about that, guys. That's some pretty fun stuff. Trying to adjust the audio so it's not too loud for you here.
This guy. Who is
that?
Oh man, you have a sighting, a caca sighting right there.
Yeah,
you saw the rare mystical Freedom FPV scamper on by.
Yeah, now that he's in town here, you know.
Yeah, now he comes by and just randomly just drops in.
Yeah.
And, you know.
He's not up in Flagstaff anymore. He's local. Say hi. What's up?
What's up, Freedom?
Give us a caca.
Oh God, I gotta do it on stream and everything.
Yeah. Well, at least this time you're not naked. I mean,
Yeah, well, hopefully at least.
No,
you
I'm gonna
said
take
hopefully.
5.
Yeah, they said
Not Pete, though.
they said no shoes, no shoes, no shirt, no service, right?
No live stream.
They didn't say anything about pants.
No shirt. No shirt, no shoes, no live stream.
What's freedom like wearing an American flag cape naked in the woods flying a quad? I mean, come on.
So
what
you
is
been up
the
to,
old
Freedom?
saying? If there is a freedom naked in the forest, does it actually make a sound? It does. It's caca.
It goes caca.
So how you been?
Yeah.
Have you been?
You guys were talking about AZ Night Tracks and everything, and I just wanted to kind of give them a shout out while I'm here and everything, just because they do such a good job of setting up the course and everything, and they they're there Tuesday before the race, camping out for like 10 days, setting this course up and making sure that everything is on point and everything's working, as well as Ted Wayne. I mean, he's a huge part of making sure that everything is perfect. And it was a great race. I mean, these courses, guys, are like no other fucking courses. No one builds tracks like these anywhere that I've seen, at least. And I just feel so blessed to be in Phoenix and be close to these people that are setting up these courses and making sure that everyone has a good time. So, big shout out to AZ Night Tracks and thank you again for that, past weekend. That was so much fun. Really so much fun.
Yeah, Chris Mason and Quan's, all the guys at KT Electric.
Oh, Quaz. Yeah, Quans is
yeah.
actually a Colorado pilot. But
Yeah, he came down.
Yep, he was there. And yeah, but Quaz, Quaz, yeah, he's one of their hard workers out there.
Yeah.
Brian, I can't think of his last name. Dodge, thank you.
Dodge Jr.
That's
Quaz
right.
FPV, yeah.
Good guy.
Yeah, he's
little cute dog too.
We haven't seen many videos from him lately. He used to put out some material, but it'd be good
Sure,
to see
Chris
some
keeps
more.
him pretty busy.
No Quaz.
Oh.
That's okay though. So are you how are you enjoying whoop racing with us?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
The first couple of weeks, I was AK was out. He was the first week he was on vacation where he proposed to his girlfriend, but also so happened to take a spill and break his ribs. So there were like the first 2 weeks I was doing the emceeing on the races, and I didn't race every single week when I was in Flagstaff. We didn't have a weekly race that I could practice with. Mm-hmm. So I was really bad. I was like, oh boy, I think like the first week I finished like 13th. I think I Got You was right in front of me or whoever it was. And then the second week, I think I did just as bad or something like that. But this past week, I think I got like 6th or 7th or something like that. So I did pretty well and everything. I really want to catch Sky High. So if you're watching Sky High, I'm coming for you.
Dude, I was watching the stream too, and Sky High is a rocket. Like, where did he come from?
Yeah. When you and like I was saying, when you go every week, you progress so fast. And I got right back into my Whooptopia flow and everything, and started doing a lot better, and so yeah, it's been so much fun racing at Wreck Drones, and just being a part of the crew and being here is really cool. So just really happy to be down here. Wish I had done it earlier.
Yeah, I would have to agree with what Casey said. First thing that I want to note on is the camaraderie and just the community around Arizona whoop racing. Not only that is like I would have to say is the best and the biggest in the country. And second thing that I wanted to touch base on was, just the whole AK thing. Congratulations on AK for getting engaged to his girlfriend, and unfortunately, right after that, cracking a couple ribs. That was kind of heartening to see. But the third thing I wanted to note on is, I guess, a question too is, what is everybody doing to prepare themselves for Whooptopia 2021?
I was hoping you would go there. Casey said the magic word.
Yes, sir.
Well, as far as, preparing AKs, obviously reeling in the sponsors, I don't think he's actually had to do much reaching out at this point, because everyone knows Wooktopia 2021 is happening. And so, yeah, big thanks to all the sponsors that have come in and helped out with that. It really puts a real nice, course and venue and everything for us, so that we can reel pilots in and make sure that everyone has a great time, just like like we want and everything. So it's just kind of one of those things that, if you say Whooptopia around the country, I'm pretty sure most Whoop pilots know what you're talking about. So, I mean, as far as preparation, locking down the venue, he's all good on that. Selling tickets. So, I mean, get your ticket now. It's not something that's going to most likely sell out, but you definitely don't want to be a last minute ticket getter for that. So
prizes.
Oh, yeah. And yeah, not to mention the prize list is just stacking up, 100%. If you go look on the Facebook page and everything, there's cash prizes for every single class and everything, as well as other prizes on top of that. It's just such a good time and everything. Because of COVID, they couldn't do it, this past fall, which is normally when they do another one. But, it's just a really good opportunity to meet the Whoop community and win some stuff. If you practice and you're on the grind and you're making sure that you're dialed in when you show up, you have a good shot at winning some stuff, and getting recognized is a big thing. It's how I got kind of recognized at first. I think I took second place in advanced class at the first Whooptopia, and from that day on, I was like, I gotta be at every single one of these. I really do.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So if you were a pilot watching right now that's planning or trying to plan, or trying to kick around their head on whether they should go or not, what should they expect and how should they practice?
So what they should expect is an AK track. And when we talk about an AK track, it's going to be, a very tight technical track. So, practice your ladders, especially your, Jacob's ladders, your S turns are a big thing. The race we had this past Thursday had a huge S turn down into the timing gate. And that's really important. If you can't do S turns into the timing gate, especially, you're going to have an issue. So, just practice your 180s, S turns, and Jacob's ladders, basically, is what I would recommend, and make sure your equipment works. Make sure that you have replacement motors, make sure you have replacement cameras, and bring 2 or 3. So, either way, rec drones will always be stocked with that stuff. So when you're down here, if you ever need parts, just hit up rec drones and they will most likely have exactly what you need. That's the great thing about having, a shop in queue with the event as well. So, rec drones will have parts for you, as well as I'm sure there will be newbie drone parts there for you as well. They always bring brand new quads. I know last year I ended up putting one of my race quads in the pond behind the Whoop house. So I had to hit up newbie drone and say, hey, do you have another brushless for me? And they said, yes, absolutely. Take my money. And I said, here we go, brand new quad.
I think there was a couple of us that lost quads in that little pond behind Whoop House.
Well, it's every Whooptopia so far. So we've had 2 so far. And there have been whoops lost at Whooptopia.
Yep. Me both times.
Both times.
So
it
the
gets
quad.
a little
So
crazy, they say let's have a race over water, and I'm all for that, and then I fail safe. And
so
I can't remember who put that gate out there on that pond like that.
Wasn't
I
that
saw it and I was like,
do it, didn't
Crazy.
Wasn't that DYO GTS?
Yeah, Dio. Yeah, I think
it
Dio
was.
did it.
Yeah.
It was either him or Red Rum.
Right. Yeah. So, and so explain, what is Whoop House?
So Whoop House, let me just give some credit where credit's due here. Whoop House was originally by Tanner.
Isn't it like a track or something that was virtual track?
There is a virtual track, yes.
Okay.
There's a virtual track in the original was in Rotor Rush with a co thing with Jesse Perkins, Mr. Tiny Whoop himself, and has since then made his own simulator, which is Tiny Whoop Go, and I'm sure we'll probably talk about that here shortly. But to touch base on what Matt was saying is that Whoop House was originally done by Tanner, and Tanner Rush FPV, and they had just rented an Airbnb out and invited a bunch of their friends, and it was called Whoop House. And so yeah, they kind of ran with it, but I'm not exactly sure on your guys' background on it for prior Whooptopias or anything like that, but the Whoop House for 2020 was, or 2019, however you want to, I guess it'd be 2020. Whoop House for 2020 was ran by Team Deadlock FPV. They rented a huge house, like lakefront kind of deal. And we had, the cool thing is we actually had, and our founder is sitting right here on screen. We actually had 2 tracks running at Whoop House. It was the WWW U2T1, which was ran downstairs in the basement in a secret hidden dungeon, if you will.
Yeah.
And
that was awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
Real
then
airy.
Yeah, of course, dude. And then they had we had a full house course set up upstairs, and so we had 2 people running or 4 people up at the entire time, the entire night. It was, I believe it was ran fairly smoothly. You know, if you wanted to fly, you just shout out. If you wanted to be on, you know, if you're downstairs, you ran the UTT. If you were upstairs, you ran the house track, and the house track was and all of it, I believe, was streamed on my live stream for that night, and that was right before. Well, I mean, it was really all weekend, but we ran that specific race. What was that, Friday night, I think? Because we had the local race Thursday night that you guys put on at Twitchy's old job, and shout out to Full Strength.
Yeah, I guess Full Send FPV is watching, so say hi to those guys.
What's going on, guys? So yeah, I mean, and they were there too. Digital Dave, or now Horny Corn, he was there representing them, and Chris Burris there representing Full Send, and I think DZ, Jesse Perkins was there. He actually stayed at Whoop House with us.
Yeah, DZ brought his couch.
DZ likes couches.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a fun time, man. I can't wait. You know, kind of. I guess the reason I was asking Casey, you know, what people should expect for Whooptopia is, you know, this year is gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be nuts. And
expect a good time either way, but expect a very, very difficult course. You know, it's not gonna be your everyday Thursday night race. You know, it's definitely pretty serious, and we take it very seriously. I will be co-hosting with AK, so I'm gonna be the guy on the line saying, "All right, let's go." You know, give me thumbs, sit down, put your quad down on the line, be on the right channel. We want to make sure that everything moves along smoothly, and that everyone has an equal opportunity to race the, you know, same amount of races. So that's kind of stressed and everything. And, you know, there has been times where you know, it's borderline disqualification because someone's on the wrong channel, doesn't have a charged battery, isn't ready, or whatever, and we just go without you. So be ready. prepared. You know, practice, make sure your equipment works, make sure you know how to use your equipment, and other than that, you'll have a great time. It will be a very, very long event. We're splitting it up into different sections so that not everyone has to be there at the same time. So as far as quals go, it'll basically be split up into 4 or 5 time slots. So that'll be something that you know, whoever's buying a ticket or showing up for, they'll have to kind of look at that and make sure that they know when their time slots are. And all in all, you've got a huge team. You know, Hydra will be there. You know, it's all the rec guys. You know, Dan, Ted, and everyone who's doing timing. You've got a lot of guys that are working together to make sure that everyone has a great time. So just those things, and it'll be fun.
I completely agree, Casey. And I was gonna make a point too with you know, knowing your equipment. There's gonna be tons of people there that know how to use their equipment. So if you are one of those people that are just unsure and definitely want to be there and go, you know, get with one of us. You know, we'll take the time and make sure you know your equipment, or make sure what channel you're supposed to be on. On top of, you know, me saying know what channel you're supposed to be on, that would be designated to you through Hydra, like it was last year. And if you don't have Hydra downloaded, definitely get Hydra on your phone, on your tablet, you know, whatever you're going to be taking with you, because that's how you're going to be knowing your channels. I did want to briefly touch base on Whoop Wars Battlegrounds. You know, that was supposed to happen actually with Hornicorn and Chris Burgess over at Full Sin FPV in Denver, or I guess not Denver, Colorado. It's Federal Heights, Colorado, and they have a fantastic facility there. And unfortunately, due to COVID and restrictions to that traveling and such, it did get postponed. I will say, I won't say canceled because I don't believe in the word canceled.
I don't think they would like to say that it was canceled.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I don't think that they would want to say that either. You're right, and it's still been in the back of their mind. What, 6 or 7 months later?
Yeah,
so you know, we all wanted to go. I think we were all a little disappointed because Whooptopia 2020 was just such a great race, and you know, the atmosphere was great, and we all had a fantastic time. I think new relationships were formed, and you know, I think the relationships that people had already just, you know, became a little bit more close knit. I think that's how a lot of us have expanded on what we're doing now. But you know, I did want to touch base on Whoop Wars, and I wish.
It's one of those things. You know, Full Send is a really great place to be with great people. You know, and the fact that they didn't get to put on their event was devastating. Like, as you said, not just for us, but just for, you know, the Whoop community, just the FPV community as a whole, because this was supposed to be the initial battleground where they were going to have battlegrounds in different places, and the details of that were in the middle of getting worked out. Oh man. So, you know, I think once they get, you know, more of an idea of what they can do, we might actually hear from them, and maybe we can actually bring them on the show. But yeah, definitely shout out to Full Send FPV. If you get a chance to hang out with them, you might want to do that.
If you were even remotely in that vicinity of them, definitely shoot Chris or Dave a message and say, hey, I'm in town. I would love to stop by and at least check the facility out, or, you know, buy some stuff from Full Send.
So
dude, definitely do that.
If you show up out of town, I don't know how public. I'm not gonna say anything that I shouldn't. I'm gonna try, but if you show up from out of town, there will be a race.
There will be a race. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, that's been proven twice now.
Yes.
With the preparation of like Whoop Wars Battlegrounds and everything, I was sponsoring Daniel Daylight to come to that, and it was, you know, a huge shame that we had to call it off and everything had to be canceled because there was so much preparation put into that race, and they were trying to get, you know, everyone, you know, set up to get as much race time as possible, and it's just really a shame that had to be canceled because of this crazy thing that's going on now, you know. And it really, I really hope to make it to full send one of these days, and have either the Whoop Wars Battlegrounds version 1.0 or version 1. Whatever we want to call it, you know. And yeah, those guys over there do a really good job and have a really cool place set up. So definitely visit it if you're ever in the Colorado area. Just look up Full Send.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, definitely.
And they have stuff to
ran
buy.
By some great guys.
If you need to buy stuff while you're there, you can pick yourself up an e-cig or Whoop parts. Or flying FPV parts.
Just make sure you don't ask Hornycorn about LEDs, because you'll leave glowing.
Yeah. And fully stickered up.
Yes, I have stickers to prove that.
Yeah.
I don't think that's such a bad thing.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Yeah, so, you know, it's pretty cool. We're all working really hard on a lot of stuff. I would like to see, you know, some of these things actually, you know, start to happen again, but in due time.
Yeah.
What else do we have on our list, Jeff?
I wanted to touch base on about Tiny Whoop Go. I know I kind of mentioned it prior. I don't know which one of you guys have nice have actually flown Tiny Whoop Go. But I've worked with Jesse a little bit on a couple of tracks when it first came out. He had asked a couple of pilots to put together, and a couple organizers, Chris and the guys at Full Send, and a couple of other people that are organizers, to put together a couple tracks, just go wild with things, and so I was blessed to be a part of that. But Jesse has been working really hard about getting some things working with that, and he doesn't know this actually, but he actually just put out a brand new track today.
Jesse doesn't know he put out a new track today?
Yep, he put a brand new track out just before we went live. It's a haunted track, and I will say that there's a mouse riding a broomstick, which will irritate you greatly, because I can't tell you how many times I ran into it, because instead of like gate indicators, in the gates kind of like light up when you have the gate indicators turned on. Well, this is completely different, because the gates themselves are like these portals. And when you get close to them, they like expand, and then you hear a whoosh when you go by them. But if you're going super fast, the time that it takes to like expand out isn't that great, so your hole to hit that gate is like this big. So it's super fun. And then then you have your little friend flying around on his broomstick that you could easily run into. It was such a fun time. But he does have a contest going out there. So if you don't have Tiny Whoop Go, go to tinywhoopgo.com and fill out the information there, and a download link and code will be sent directly to your email, and it's absolutely free. It runs on most computers. You don't have to have like the top of the line gaming computer at all to run it. And then now, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Jesse has actually recently expanded out his builder. So now you are able to purchase the building software to anyone. It doesn't have to be a creator, an organizer. But it's I think you buy like a certain amount of credits, and then you spend those credits on certain different things, and they're definitely worth it. Like LED strips now that have the LEDs streaking across to kind of indicate where to go. New LED cones. There is which is pretty cool, and I don't know if he wants me to say this or not, but there is now a billboard that displays the leaderboard, so you don't have to like back out of the game and go to the website to find out what your fastest time is or what everybody else is. And so you're able to land on a little pad, and you're able to just go to and view a live feed of the leaderboard. And but there's also like kind of like Mario Kart is what I would I would explain it or
Yeah.
define
And
it.
Up Go, when I downloaded it and everything, it was, sent it in, got the link. I got on there and was like, this is so much fun. It's super, arcade feeling, and it brings me back to like, just like learning a sim and seeing new things, like the way they set up their courses and everything are really fun. I saw the tower of like 100 something gates, the massive ladder or whatever that Jesse Perkins was doing, and then I saw the video today right before we got on of the scenery of the Halloween track, and I was just like, okay, I think I know what I'm doing this weekend.
Yeah, it is. It's really fun. Like you said, the haunted house one. It's you go through this tiny hole, and you're going around this like mansion, or it's not really a mansion. It's a crypt.
Yeah, they got like pumpkins everywhere. It's kind of
and they even have zombies that like come up out of the ground.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. But yeah, if you guys haven't checked that out, definitely check that out. I wanted to give Jesse and them a shout out, but he is doing a contest. Go to any of his outlets, the Tiny Whoop community and Tiny Whoop Facebook page, and then go to Tiny Whoop Go. I'm sure he's got it on there too. But it's a free giveaway pertaining that specific course because it's such a new track. So
yeah, definitely check it out. I know Rab's on there. I did see a Mr. Project Mockingbird on there. So for those of you who know who that is, he's definitely playing it as well. There's a lot of really big hitters on there. Really good whoop puppets that are competitive and competing in Rab's competition there, and it's definitely a lot of fun and should be really cool to see some Halloween video.
Yeah.
Halloween is my favorite holiday. I don't care about Christmas, Thanksgiving. I love spooky shit.
Yeah. So hey, check it out real quick. We're gonna have to we're gonna play a video real quick and redo the Zoom because it's gonna be shut down here in a second. So real quick before we do the Zoom, I just want to say, guys, like my new jam right here. Tina Whoop
with the naked GoPro.
With the naked GoPro 6, which I still can't get it to work, but dude, yeah, I'm gonna play this video hopefully, and yeah, and then we'll just redo the stream here real quick if we can. But yeah, that's my new jam. Dude, the range I get from this thing is incredible. Let me see if I can share it here. Share the screen. Okay, let's see. Share the screen. What do I want to
Taking a trip to Circle K?
Huh?
Where he waved at you?
Oh, dude, it wasn't that one. I wish it was that one, but it was not that one.
He took a trip to the Circle K on the corner down the block and sat in the window, and the guy like saw him and waved back at him.
Right? Yeah. So let's see if I can. Let's see.
I see your screen, but I don't see it on the stream.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Hold on.
I see it on the phone here in front of me.
Right. Yeah. I know. I'm still trying to figure this out, dude. So bear with me, guys. Technical difficulties here. All right, you see it there, but you don't see it over here. Okay, so now I'm gonna have to go browser 1, I think. PC window capture. You guys can keep talking if you want, man. You don't want to. Let's see here.
I think Jeff took a break there as well.
Oh, okay.
I think you lost me on the stream too.
Oh, okay. Maybe I can just do this.
Did Matt have it set up as a scene?
No, we didn't get that far, so.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, it's one of those. So let me try and figure this out here real quick.
Yeah, Matt took a potty break, so he'll be back here in just shortly.
All right, so I'm just gonna do a new one here. Because
welcome to the six people that are watching, and joining the stream. I knew that a couple people were checking it out. If I can get out of if I can get out of the full screen.
I'm looking at the titles on the left side of our screen here. Caw interview.
That's so great.
Matt personally went into Hydra and changed my name to Caw. I was at AZ Nitrax and I was betting and I was like, wait, what's going on right now?
I don't
But
know
yeah,
what I'm doing.
there's Matt for you. He's like, you see that I changed your name to
I'm trying to
Caw
get
and
this
Hydra?
video up before it goes
What?
down. I don't know.
No, I use that.
Oh, that's so great.
Okay. So
I was like, I thought like maybe Joel like heard it at like the Thursday night whoop race or something.
Yeah, otherwise they'll have
And
all of our.
then I was like, who did? I was so stupefied. I had no idea what was going on.
Zoom.
And then Matt told me, he's like,
That's
you
why I
see,
was
I-
setting up for that. Right on. Oh,
So Casey, actually, since you're on here, I had a couple questions for you pertaining to the AZ Nitrax.
Sure.
So I noticed. Is there any race in particular that stood out to you?
Any race in particular during AZ Nitrax?
Yes. Yeah. Your races in particular, have you that stands out?
Oh, what happened?
I guess not particularly. There was one race that I was racing with Vermilion Z. Vermilion Z is Leviathan's sister. So I don't know if anyone knows who Leviathan is, but he's definitely a very good pilot from California. He
Levi?
loves Levi. He loves the AZ Nitrax courses, so he comes out to every single one. He came to the one in Flagstaff and won it, I believe. AK and Wild Type were gonna make sure that he did not win it this time, but I raced with Vermilion Z most of the time, and I progressed and she progressed as well. I don't think I got any video of it, but it was it was a 3-lap.
Oh no. All right. It looks like the meeting went down. Meeting's down. Let me restart the meeting. Hang on. All right. Sorry about that, guys. So we'll get going here. Let me just get something lined up for you. What video were we gonna play? I don't remember. You know what? I think we're just gonna have to deal with it. Let's start a new stream here, and I need to get this.
Jeff took a break there as well.
Oh, okay. I think you lost me on the stream too.
All right.
Oh, okay. Maybe I can do this.
I don't know what happened or why that went down the way it did. All right. So new meeting. And I have to do this. Sorry about this, guys. You know, we are working on making a new sort of stream and using free software like Zoom. We can definitely have some problems. So end for all. Okay, new meeting. And now we're going to get some people in. Participants, invite. All right, so this is what I do to get it going. All right, and then yeah, I can't go to a video thing right this second, guys. So we're gonna just I'm just trying to talk my way through this because we have a little bit of a delay here. I don't know why. So I have to pop that up. There we go. All right. New link is up. They should be able to join. right. Yeah, unfortunately, we've had some plans go right here. All right, there we go. Now we have the link up. Okay, so I think we have to schedule a bit of a time frame here. All right, there we go. Jeff's back in. Okay, let me get this. Hide self view. Casey, have you joined? I can't hear you. I can't hear him, so Jeff, you're on. Let me make sure that your video is working.
So yeah, if you're just now joining, we're quad hangout with Rec Drones with Casey McClintock and Matt Rogers on screen here. They're pulling my video up, but you know, we've already touched base on AZ Drone Fest, my comedy skit Unducted News, the Kaka interview, which is Casey McClintock.
That's right.
We've talked on Whooptopia 2021, kind of what to expect. Hey, there I am.
There you are. We got you.
Yeah. Kind of what to expect. You know what. You know, on top of what to expect, you know, someone has a Whoop House, man. Someone has that Whoop House. I believe this year, it's going to be, again, I think that this is going to be a pretty heavy hitting team for this Whoop House. But Whoop House is going to be presented. Man, I don't know who they are, if they're watching or not, but it's Dan and Liz Sagano. It's also going to be Zotek, Jeff Grabowski, Weebleed, from Weebleed FPV, and it's also going to be Jesse Perkins. I think is going to be joining. I'm not exactly sure and got full confirmation on that, but you know, Jesse and Liz and Dan, and I'm hoping myself will be there as well. I'm trying to get the resources to do that, and I believe OG Dr. Love will be there as well, representing We Bleed FPV.
Yeah, I know we are expecting to have a bit of a turnout. We've had some confirmations. I don't want to say who. Again,
I mean,
like
people have
you
been
said.
posting them online, and I will encourage you to post it online. Take that screenshot. I don't care if you have to chop it up or leave it however you have it on there. Take a screenshot, post it online, post it on AZ Rec Drones. And if you haven't already subscribed, I don't know why you haven't, but you need to go on AZ Whoops and ask to join their private lobby, which is go on and obviously like this one. So if you're not already subscribed to Rec Drones on Facebook, definitely go to AZ Rec Drones on Facebook and ask to join there. And then after you're done doing that, if you want to be even more generous with your time and get annoyed with a little bit more of alerts, go to Rippin' AZ and go to there as well and like and subscribe there. Follow them, and you'll be up to date on anything coming with us and what Rec Drones has to come, or the Rec Drones channel.
We got a lot more coming. So, you know, I guess the one thing I can say is we would like to make the experience for FPV, whether you're watching it virtually or if you're at the event, we want to make it as immersive as possible, and I think we're going to accomplish that this time. So you will see some new names, I guess, but it's still the same group of people.
Yeah, and this is what we're doing. The quad hangout is basically us guys sitting around. If that's Pete, and if Pete can't make it, that's a special guest host. It may be Casey McClintock, Freedom FPV, which you'll see at Whooptopia 2021. It may be we may get somebody relevant within the Whoop community. I know a big weekend for that. Even if I was to be there, which I'm planning to be there, I'm trying to find any necessary way to get there, and we will definitely. I will make Matt host a live stream on some day when I am down there, and we will sit down and talk to each and every one of these pilots, and then do what we do.
I think
just
that'd be fun.
Talk real with pilots, people that you want to meet. Let's meet them. Give you an opportunity to ask them questions. Have us have our fun with them. That this community is real, and these are the people that you want to be hanging out with and talking to. And I can guarantee you that there's a place and time for that. And some of these pilots you do want to meet. You do want to have an opportunity to know what their personality is and things like that. And we want to try to bring that to you. This is a tight-knit community. I believe that the way that we get to know each other is through online right now with COVID happening, but with racing itself, and had some of the best time when I was at hey, there's Chow.
Hey, there you go.
Hanging out with
all right
Pete and hanging out with Matt at
I finally got it.
You got it.
I finally got it.
So yeah, man, we've had some pretty good times now that Pete's back up here and sitting in for Casey, and man, some of the best times that we've had have been in Arizona, and going to the DRL race and then Whooptopia, and the guys came down to my hometown here. We raced, and it was fun, man. So yeah.
I think we're gonna have a lot of fun again. That's for sure.
Oh, most definitely, and like I said, as far as the stream goes, not to get off topic, but is to just grow the community even more. Ooh, we're in space now. Like this.
I didn't realize that you had a double. Let me fix this video here. I've been maintaining everything. So, yeah, speaking of it, so Whooptopia really is like the big topic everybody's kind of talking about, at least locally for us here. We're just...
There you go.
We're just kind of having some, we're just getting some planning going, getting details worked out, I guess you should say. While I'm talking, I'm also trying to adjust the screen, playing around with a little bit here. That's what we do. We have fun, right? Everybody hangs out, and
hey, how about we if I'm thinking correctly, is the shop phone available?
Yeah, shop phone is available.
Oh, so you want to do?
Why don't we take a caller, a viewer, and actually talk on the phone with a viewer and let them ask some questions if they want, or comment on whatever they want to.
If there's anyone there.
What's the phone number, Pete? 480
738
738
2.
All right, there we go. Call
that in the comments too.
We could.
But yeah, I doubt anyone is still watching, but they were.
There's some viewers. There's 5 viewers right now.
So you guys saw my my new Whoop. Tina Whoop is my go-to right now, and
yeah. What else do you got playing with there?
This is my baby. This is my fucking.
And so you have a Sony camera, but what are we looking at here exactly?
Dude, we are looking at a this is a DJI, and you know what? I'm not a big fan of DJI because I work on them, and that's all I'm gonna say. But anyway, this is a DJI Ronin S gimbal for my DSLR Sony A7S camera, and it's pretty BA. It's my baby, man. So, you know, some guys like guns. I'll tell you what, I'll take this over a gun any day.
That is awesome. I like that. Because you can put your phone on the side, or does it have a monitor?
I bought this monitor off of Amazon, dude. So now, because I like my eyes, I can't see through a little screen anymore. But like that, dude. Yeah, so
well,
like,
it's a lot better when you can actually see the detail.
Yeah, dude. And there's so many things, dude. This, I'm just like in love with this thing, dude. It's so, you know, BA. Yeah. So, anyway, that's some of the stuff that I'm kind of into right now. But yeah, that Tina Whoop is the bomb, man. I think check that out.
You said you had the Hero 6 on it, right? The naked go.
Got a Hero 6. It's like I can't get it to record. I can only get it to like play pictures right now, or like.
Don't you have to have the button or like control with your phone or something?
Board on it. I don't know. There's just something going on with it, man. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah, trust me. I spent a lot of hours on it, and like I'm just so busy doing other repairs right now, so it's hard to, you know, find. But I really need to get it done. So.
Yeah, it looks like we got 6 or 7 viewers. If you want to, give us a shout. Call the number on your screen and talk to us. Say what's up. Ask a question.
Yeah. Hey, Casey, grab that Tina Whoop for me.
Yeah.
I do love the Tina Whoop.
You saw that.
You know,
there you go.
Man, we get to play that video. That's, you know, but
hey, yeah,
the range you can get on this little guy and the tight gaps you can hit is pretty freaking cool, man. You can, like, I went all the way around. I don't know if you guys ever have a chance to come over here to Rec Drones. I went all the way around this whole place, man. And like normally I don't ever get that far. And yeah, so it was really cool. But,
nice. With just a normal, what, is that an AIO or something in it? What is it?
It actually has a Mamba VTX. Goes up to like 400 milliwatts, and even with the dipole, I just put this Foxier little
the dipole on it. Wow.
Yeah, it had a dipole on it, still made it, but I put this Foxier a little lollipop on it, and anyway, I'm just running stock FR Sky XM Plus, and yeah, dude. Mobs, and it's such a small, and the thing is, if you watch the you know, the sun shoot, we like the I think Chet flew like it was a 4-inch, so this is even smaller, and yeah, it was really cool, man.
It whips around. Do you feel the weight in the front at all?
You know what, the weight actually helps out because of this 4S running
it's running 4S.
Yeah, it's
all right, just go through the build for everyone.
Without the GoPro, it, you know, it like shoots up, and the GoPro is only like 27 grams, I think. But
what's the build? Tell everyone the build.
The build.
What you got on it?
This is a Diatone Tiny Whoop. It's got stock Mamba F405 Mini, I believe is what it is. I think it's like 25 amp. I can't remember what the amperage on the ESC is, but it's running the stock Tina Whoop. If you go to Diatone, check it out. We actually sell them here, so if you want to check them out, we do have this. But it's got the Gem Fan 40 mil 4 blade props. I would probably actually like tone it down, but with the GoPro, it does give you. If you didn't run the GoPro, you probably want to do different props for this. But this is stock tuning, and it's great out of the box. What else does it have? It has. I did change out. It came with a Run Cam Nano. I didn't like the Run Cam Nano because of the fact that when I fly around the shop here, you know, at nighttime, we have two street lights,
Yeah.
parking lot lights, right? And that's how you see. But then when you go around the backside of the shop over here, you can't see anything with the Run Cam, man. But I'll tell you what, the Baby Rattel, Caddx Baby Rattel, I'm a big fan. I know ZP Funk, if you're watching, yeah, he's a big fan of the Caddx Baby Rattel. And I'll tell you what, dude, you watch the video, you can see it's just a good balance from day to night. There you go. Yeah. Day to nighttime has I think the Caddx has a really good balance. I mean, I know a lot of people like the Nano, but for like, if you're gonna fly AZ Nitrax, if you look at our buddy C Greed, man, he swears on the stock Fox Ear Predator stock default nothing. That's what he runs, and his videos look great, and he is a big proponent of that. So, you know, to each their own. For me personally, I really like the Caddx Rattel, especially coming from the Sony DSLR A7S, because it's low light, it's bomb, you know. So kind of like the Caddx here. You know, not as crazy as that, but anyway, that's my jam, and that's, you know, as well. Like, so yeah, who's gonna call in? Casey, call in.
He's flying right now. I can hear him in the background.
Yeah, we did hear some. So, was there a video you wanted me to play?
People call, like, we had some guy, I guess, on our live stream, like, pulled a Bart Simpson on us. Oh yeah, check it out.
Oh, you can kind of see it. It's bow. There you go. Oh, there it is. Heck yeah, dude. You know, I had someone tell me recently that I was talking to somebody about some artistic, creative stuff, and yeah, this green screen, flying a whoop in front of the green screen. I think you're gonna see something come from that.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you got a haunted whoop in there, man. It's flying all that.
If anybody wants to think about that, maybe we could actually do that, like a challenge. I mean, like fly a whoop in front of a green screen and do something, like make that, like, I don't know, a contest or something. That'd be fun.
Yeah, because then, especially something like this, it would actually look like it's in space.
Yeah, whoops in space. Well, oh, we actually do have a Chow Picao in space video.
Chow's infatuated with
me.
Yes, he loves his camera.
I love this thing, dude. This thing,
dude, it's a great video.
Yes.
I looked at all the footage, or tried to get through as much as I could.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, you made that edit, dude. You did do an edit.
Yeah, that's for next week.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers it's gonna be done.
Well, we use it for the first time for the race, the Whoop race live stream. I don't know if you watched that, but it was really cool.
I was catching it.
Yeah, so now instead of having like 3 cameras, stationary cameras, now I just need one. You know,
yeah, it's kind of like sitting there in the room looking around. I mean, it feels more natural.
Yeah. Exactly, man. So, yeah, we're just coming around, man. But yeah, dude. Hopefully we can, you know, keep doing this. We got a reveal coming up soon, you know, and we got big things that we're working on, and yeah, I guess we just got, you know, we're just gonna keep hammering away, and appreciate you guys tuning in, and, you know, see where we can go with this, right?
Yeah. Hey, Matt, since we have a couple of viewers here, why don't you play? I don't know if you're still on my YouTube or not.
Okay. What do you want?
We can sit down, but you can give me beer first.
Okay.
Hey, we're gonna switch. Me and Casey are gonna switch.
All right.
All right. Cool. If you want to play episode or the pilot.
Okay. Let me switch this really quick. Do you have the right name on the screen?
Casey.
Give me a second to get back there.
Yeah, you're good. Casey, were you flying?
Sorry, what?
Were you flying?
Yeah, I was flying around a little bit. I did get a pack in, you know, keep fresh. Here we go. This That's the sound an eagle makes, right?
That's
yeah,
what some people say.
Wounded eagle.
All right, I think I got this queued up. Let's see.
Don't know.
Let me. I really should have this to where when we play the video, we can have you like on the screen.
Oh,
overlaid.
still on the screen, yeah. We can just make scenes.
Yeah, I have a scene, but it shows Casey, not you. I guess
gotcha.
we could just play the video.
I mean, yeah, you can play it too, because I think this would be.
Casey's in it. He's ugly. I mean, come on.
Holding his breath and everything.
Background.
All right.
I love this space one. It's just like.
Yeah.
All right, let's.
It's like
see.
being
I got it
casted
queued up
out in
here.
Among Us.
All right, we're gonna.
This will do.
Yep. Now he's hopping around. He's like, "Hey, I'm a."
Nice little tree gaps. Loving all that. Yeah, I hope we don't clip any of those today.
Do a bad lip reading of this.
What's going on, man?
yeah, we do.
Sorry I'm late. You ready to fly? No, yeah, this place is great, man. I love this spot. Hope we don't hit any of these trees. All right, man. Beautiful day. Let's send it.
And draw around the character. Then clip it in, but like.
Digitally put yourself back in, but you need to bring in like a green screen or a blue screen.
Well, if you film the same scene with like, so the chair isn't there, and then the other scene is you sitting in the chair next to it, then you can basically draw a line straight down the screen with that and separate it.
Oh,
And when you separate it, it seems like you're sitting right next to the person and same distance apart. Like it does, but the way that I had to do it here, because I got home and edited it, and I was like, no, I forgot. I was like, I forgot to take this stupid chair out, so I had to like throw something together, and it was just like, I mean, it turned out okay, I guess. It was still kind of funny. My wife and my kids.
Yeah. I mean, you got the point across.
Yeah.
Right? You know. You know, we build and fly drones.
Oh,
we don't.
dude, I hit a
spend
tree.
Time...
Where'd I go down? Did you see where I went down at?
Nah, man, I didn't see where you landed at. All right, man. You're gonna help me out, right? Look in the goggles for me and make sure I'm finding it right? No. Yeah. I'll check the goggles for you. Yeah. Why don't you walk out there and I'll see if you pass at any point. All right, dude. I'm gonna go grab it. Guess we're not really there yet, but you have that buddy's like just there. Hey, could you look in the goggles and find out where it's at? Keep going. Yeah.
Right, and I've had that experience so many times where they're like, no, it's farther for sure, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's not, but I'm gonna go look anyway.
He just walked right.
And then you look for like an hour. And it's like,
oh yeah, dude, I don't see it. Maybe that way. Maybe it was that branch over there.
Too many of them. First pack. Start the GoPro video, turn it on. GoPro's fully charged. The SD card is empty. I have too much video of me walking straight past
that tree, maybe.
Yeah. Straight
that branch.
It's like what?
I don't know. Did you see where it landed?
The most the best one that I've had to experience was when I was in Colorado and my drone went down across the stream, and I knew I had to cross the stupid stream to get there. So that was the most like when I was sitting there watching myself walk in front of it, and then the thought process that was going through my brain of what if I don't find this? I'm screwed. This sucks. All that emotion on the camera, right there, and I'm staring at myself after I'm editing. I'm just like, God, what an idiot. Why do we do this again?
You're back.
I love that. I'm sorry.
I like this one.
We gotta get the high fives. Oh wait, hold on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here, ready, guys. What's happening? Oh my God, it hurts. What should I do? I don't know.
I didn't realize that was very close blue.
It's very close. It's not quite, but yeah.
I can adjust for it, but I'll leave it alone.
Don't. I'll have a square in the center of my chest.
Yeah. So that video, I was kind of we were listening in on you guys talking a little bit. Just I kind of like that director's view as he's watching his own video. They used to do that on DVDs. We don't get that anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
What's that? What was that show where they were in the audience?
Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Yeah, Mystery Science Theater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we should definitely do more of that.
If you notice during our live streams, that's kind of that's sort of the layout that we're trying to build, except without the silhouette, you can actually see us.
Yeah. Do you have, Matt, any of my Hawaii videos queued?
I can here in 1 second. Which one?
Two.
Do the second one. Yeah, it's Hawaii.
I like the second one.
Hawaii sunset or something like that.
I have wave surfing at
Makaha Beach.
Yes, and then sunset in Hawaii. So the sunset in Hawaii?
Sunset
Hawaii, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, sunset.
That's the one with the little fishy, right?
No, that was the diving video. I went snorkeling with my wife and brought my GoPro.
Was that? That was the one that you showed me?
Oh, no. You're talking about diving the mountain, right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's that one. And that's definitely the better video.
What? Yeah, okay, so we'll play that. You want to be on the screen like we were last time with the last one?
Sure, yeah. I mean, put all three of us on there if you can.
I can put you two really easy. The third one's actually a little difficult right now, but let's do this. Hang on. All right, so video full screen.
Oh,
all
are
right,
we getting a phone call right now? Oh, I thought.
You call it. Yeah, this one.
Someone was calling the shop.
So is this
And
music we can play? Is this
Yeah,
Oh.
it's this one. Yeah.
Yeah, the audio's messed up on this.
Oh no.
There we go. All right, that's better. Okay. Sorry, guys. So this was something that
But
you
yeah.
got to do.
So this was our honeymoon, and the only quad I brought was this Beta 85 HD. And I mean, I was just, trying to take good cinematic video until I realized that that thing had some fucking range. And I was like, all right, well, I've never flown over water, so I guess I'll try that. And yeah, I guess I took some good video, and it was actually a really fun drone to fly. There was the video before this that I edited and put on YouTube, with the wave surfing video or whatever. I actually got so close to the waves that I got ocean water on the camera lens.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know.
Nice.
Just really impressed with the Beta. Hey, there he is.
There we go.
Just really impressed with the Beta 85 HD, And
That's-
I'm down like here on the beach right now. Like,
So that was like what, maybe a mile away, or do you think it was closer?
I mean, I think it's a mile. If you watch here when I turn, this is exactly when I started seeing static, so I just didn't want to lose it. But I am
Right.
Nice.
legit.
That thing had some range. Jeez.
Yeah. And that's a ducted
you'll
Beta
you'll see
85.
here at the end of my dive where exactly I am, from where I came from to
Whoop.
where I was.
Clothesline.
Almost hit the power lines. For
Yeah.
sure. But yeah, standing right here.
Wow.
Wow, that looks like a 5-inch flight.
And then this.
Is that the other video?
Just the sun going down, and I was chasing some surfers.
Oh yeah. And
Now,
that
I will
again, I
say
have to
the
stress that's with
center-
a ducted Beta 85. Is that what you're saying?
Ducted Beta 85 HD.
Wow.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I was so impressed with the video quality. I mean, the sensor is not great for sunset shots like this. You can see it keeps going dark to bright, or whatever. But I mean, throw a roll in, why the hell not?
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
I mean,
it. I was impressed.
it's fun to watch too. So you can get really close to somebody, they may not even notice you. Like if they're surfing or something.
Well, and I think that first girl I was chasing, she didn't know I was chasing her. And I came around, and she kind of like looked at me for a second and fell off her board. And I was like, I think I kind of scared her. I'm not, But either way, I did walk like down to the shore and was like talking to a lot of the surfers, and telling them I was like, yeah, I was flying a drone out there. I had some footage, and I sent it to like 2 or 3 of the guys. Got their emails and everything, and said, yeah, thanks for letting me, film you without, freaking out or whatever it was, because a lot of the time people can have that reaction, but. Yeah, they were really cool. I still talk to a lot of the Hawaiian, the Aloha FPV guys on Oahu. So yeah, I hung out with them and.
Oh yeah, what's that crew like?
Bro, they're chillers, man. They
Nice.
just want to fly and have a good time. That's all it is. They like cruising around with one wheels,
Yeah.
going into the spot, and listen to some jams and. Eating food. That was the biggest thing, was like hanging out with those guys. I literally asked them, I was like, well, what's the local spot? Like where's the good food at? After we got done flying and everything, they took us to a local spot, and we had some really good Hawaiian food, some Korean barbecue actually. So
Ooh.
yeah, I mean, I literally just got on their Facebook page and said, hey, I'm here for 10 days. Would be really cool to fly with a few people and kick it afterwards or whatever. And so yeah, August Galachakan, I'm sure I'm mispronouncing his word, but Aloha FPV on the island of Oahu. They're a really cool group, so check them out for sure.
You just had a anniversary, right?
We did, yeah, on Monday. So it's our 1 year anniversary, and yeah, it's been great being, married to her for a year. She's basically allowed me to do all this crazy stuff with my drones and everything, and been a great proponent of helping me and just being a really good partner. So shout out to Tira Joe, aka Clumsy Tornado FPV is her official FPV name.
Like that?
That's great.
Shout out to Clumsy Tornado.
There you go.
Yeah, her nickname is Grace.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. Well, yeah. It's
It's
like some cats,
For sure, yeah.
They have their own grace to them, but they can still be clumsy as well. So, let me see. We're coming on to the 2-hour mark here, and I think we might. I don't know. Is there what do we think we're looking at here for the stream? We got anything else we want to mention?
I don't know. Maybe I want to. Maybe have anything to say.
How's the weather? How's the weather, Jeff?
Oh man, today was this whole past week has been kind of crappy here in Wichita. It's been kind of cold, and then it was kind of chilly, and then it was 80 degrees, and then now it was 35.
Right, because it fakes you out. It's like,
Yeah,
oh, I'm
it's
from Midwest. Welcome to the plane.
People here in Wichita, they're always saying if you don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes, it'll change.
Yeah.
Right. So. Moving from Flagstaff to Phoenix was all right. I keep forgetting that it's the end of October,
Mm-hmm.
because right now, if I was still in Flagstaff, I'd be freezing my what's off.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
It's weird.
Your toes?
Weird snow too.
Well,
Like,
yeah, I
weird
mean,
times of the year.
Flagstaff is listed as the 5th snowiest place in continental USA. It's 7,000 feet in the air. You have to understand that that's 2,500 feet higher than Denver. It's up there, and it's cold. It's cold really fast. So yeah, we're gonna take looks like the Sandlot crew is going to take a trip up to Flagstaff. We're going to do a little skiing and snowboarding. So maybe look for a video there.
Dude,
maybe,
yes.
Maybe a few.
That's the part I'm so jealous of, because I know who you're talking about, and I cannot wait for his next. Yes, I cannot wait for his next edit.
Yeah, so
I'm so jelly of this. There's nothing here. There's nothing in Kansas.
Right.
Well, you're there.
Yeah. We'll see what's going
Yeah,
on
yeah.
as far as Snowball goes, and I'm gonna try to talk to them and see what's going on. For a 5-inch run. Obviously, we can't fly there because it's too high, and we're well above restricted airspace on the mountain.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I brought it up, and that's going to be something that we can try to work.
Airspace changes when you're flying over higher elevated ground, so that it's 400 feet above the ground.
Right. Problem is the Navy Air Force Base.
Okay, that kind of restriction, I understand. Yeah, that's
either
to
way,
the ground.
We'll see how that works out. I mean, obviously, there's rules. The 250 weight limit is our so-called kind of
249.
249.
Yeah, it's up to 250. It does not include 250 if you have studied any 107 stuff. By the way, just throwing it out there.
I haven't studied much, but
that's one of those things.
There's some loopholes there that we will definitely exploit.
Right on.
Yeah.
That sounds fun, man.
Yeah, so I mean, probably gonna get a cabin in Flagstaff at the KOA where I used to work. So that'll be real easy, and keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. I need to get out and fly. Actually, I haven't actually flown. We'll say I haven't flown for fun in a while, but I have been. And kind of the reason I asked earlier, what do you do to prepare for Whooptopia, is because I'm actually getting ready to set up all my gates. And typically I'd have a gate, in my old live stream I had a gate sit behind me and swirling and stuff. But I have a whole bunch of gates in my house, and
we can do that. We'll fix that.
Preparing, we're preparing for Whooptopia. So when I am able to go, I'm ready, and that's what I'm doing to prepare for, and that's what I've been doing.
When you're able, right? Not if.
Yeah. I already have. I've already pretty much. If I do it right, I'll only have to call in one night, and hopefully Friday night.
Just quit your job. It's fine.
Oh yeah. Thanks, Casey.
And I say that because I know how hard.
Yeah.
Just quit your job. It's cool.
Yeah, it'll be all right. Everything will pan out,
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, like I was saying, I was just getting ready to set up gates to fly around the house, and I got super inspired the other day. When
what is that?
That's
the
super
aliens.
sus. I'm calling
Super
White
sus.
out for sure.
White is sus.
Yeah, White is sus.
Keep floating away.
That's great. Oh man, but no, that's what I've been doing. I've just been hanging out, and I got super inspired the other day from watching the Retro Thursday night live stream on Thursday. I did that when I was getting ready to leave work. So
yeah,
dude, I saw Sky High, and I was just like, man, dude's fast. Where did this kid come from?
Yeah.
And can you believe they don't charge for it? What is that?
Yeah, crazy. It's
completely
all for free.
Race. You have all these guys working on live streams, making sure that races are going on, and the only reason they do that is because they love this.
They love it. Yeah.
If they're not out trying to do their job, they're here making sure that this is going to happen and this is a real thing. So I mean, shout out to them. For making sure that it happens.
Yeah, I mean,
and Matt Rogers and Dan Rogers.
AK does a lot of work. If it wasn't for AK and Pete, none of this would happen.
A lot of work,
Completely agree. And the people, and you can't forget the people that show up, because as much effort as they put into it, they can't do it without them.
That's right.
No, and that's true. That's why they put it on. So make sure that, if you're still watching, make sure that you show up for Whooptopia with a good attitude, because it's going to be that much fun. I guarantee that you won't find another event that is going to be this much fun.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you get out there and do terribly and don't qualify or whatever, because I can guarantee you that you'll have fun while you're there. Like, each one of these people you get to meet, and
there are a lot of friendships that get made.
Yeah.
Every Whooptopia, I've made a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I met you, Jeff. Dude, and that, like, I was kind of like, okay, so something I haven't really told you guys. I kind of told you when we first met, Matt. When we were hanging out in the shop. Something I had actually seen when I came down for DRL. I had remembered watching Whooptopia when you guys were at the bar. I think it was the summer, and I remember watching Chet qualify, and this was when Hydra was just getting really kind of sort of big, and we were able to bet on you guys. And I remember seeing FPV Evil Monkey, Freedom FPV, AK FPV,
Whooptopia? Yeah.
Yeah.
Whooptopia with Hydra, right?
Yep. And then watching I can't think of his name. I know him, but I can't think of his pilot name right at the top.
ZP?
D-Mick?
No.
Dude, there's so many.
Local guy here?
Yeah, he hasn't raced in a while, and I can't think of it.
Noodle.
Noodle, yes, thank you.
Yeah, we haven't seen Noodle in a while.
And then I went to DRL, and I walked in because I didn't know who to like go to. I didn't know anybody in
We refer
Phoenix.
to Noodle as the godfather of Tiny Whoop.
Yes.
Noodle, yeah. One of the he's still a Tiny Whoop pilot.
I believe he is,
right?
He has his own stuff to deal with right now and everything,
Yeah.
so he's been out of Tiny Whoop for a while. But yes, I remember going to the AZ Nitrax race last time at the Haunted Domes, and Noodle and AK were running a Tiny Whoop race inside of a dome, and I that was the first time that I had ever seen a Tiny Whoop race, and that was the reason that I got into Tiny Whoops.
Yeah,
so
Pete had
Noodle
that
and AK
posted
were-
up today, I think, on his Facebook. Yeah.
There he is.
Dude, you know what?
There we go. Yeah.
Just a little history, man. Actually, Casey, you want to know? You want to know? I met your ass at the first AZ Nitrax in Flag. Remember
Right.
the Flag one?
There was the first AZ
and
Nitrax
that was in
in
Dan.
Flag.
Dan didn't fly.
We lost our stream, guys. We lost Zoom. All right, we have to invite. All right, we're just waiting for Jeff to get back on here. Yep,
Hey, I'm
there we
back.
go. All right, we're back. Oh, but you guys need to join the new one now.
Oh, we gotta.
Yeah, go back to the other new meeting. I tried to warn you. All right, so at least Jeff and I are
Yeah,
on.
it's all right. We were, I was watching up top. I did kind of catch it, but
Yeah.
I was trying to be on top of it. No, man, I'm loving these backstories.
Right.
But I loved. I remember coming down for DRL Phoenix, and I remember going into the shop, and then didn't realize who I was talking to when I was talking to Chet and Bowser sitting right. I forgot Bowser was sitting in the corner, and then but I just knew them because they were behind the counter. So
Right.
I was just shooting, talking.
They're
talking
just
with
the
one
people that
another.
work at the shop, like whatever.
Yeah. And then Pete, I remember Pete because Pete was like super tired. Because I remember Nick was sitting there. Nicholas, I might mispronounce his name. Delgado.
Delgadico.
Delgadico, yes.
Yes.
He was in there, and he was like, "Oh, is Pete still sleeping?" And I was just remember like, "Who's Pete?" And then all of a sudden Pete comes around the corner. He's like, "Oh man, I just got up, dude." Like, and I was like, immediately I was like, "Yeah, I dig this. Like, this is awesome."
Right.
And then like I remember AK,
Oh yeah. Oh.
AK and Noodle like were battling it out, and I was trying to like, put in my scores for that Whooptopia, and anyways, I like remember watching AK win it, and then we got to DRL, and I was sitting there like in the same row as all the Rotor Riot pilots, and DZ, and at the time I didn't really know DZ at all, and but I remember AK comes and sits like and his girl comes and sits like right next to me, and I was like, oh crap, it's freaking AK. I was like, I remember watching you on Whooptopia, and that's kind of like I was totally like kind of starstruck, if you would.
That's pretty cool though. I mean, because a lot of people don't. I mean, we're just people that just do what we do, right? So a lot of people may not think about that. Like AK is he's just another dude. Like he doesn't think about people seeing him
dude,
that way.
You want to know a story about AK, dude? Like, man, there was one night, dude, that it was just a regular Thursday night race. It was probably about 2 months ago, dude. But this mofo came in here, and like, he was not like on his game. He was like pretty behind. Normally, he's winning, and it came to like mains. And what happened, Matt? Like he gave him like a 10-second lead. Like you literally gave him a 10. Like he would give, and then you give him like a 15-second lead and like a 20-second lead. And this mofo pulled like some Neo shit, dude. Like some Matrix Neo.
He was in the very like bottom mains, wasn't he?
Like I was just watching him. Like, oh my god, yeah, we actually live streamed that, and it was like. It was incredible, man. Like, yeah, AK, like when he dials it in, dude, you know what I mean? Like he's that heart of a champion, dude. Like, you know what they say, dude. Like, don't ever underestimate the heart of a champion, is what they say, dude. So I think AK has that, dude. He
does.
Yeah,
AK is.
He brings
pretty
it
straight
level, dude. He will bring it to that next level when he needs to. But he is vulnerable. We've seen that. We saw it in Flagstaff with Leviathan, right? Remember that, Matt? Leviathan, the kid.
Yeah.
From San Diego.
Yeah, Leviathan with two N's at the end.
Yeah, not the newbie drone Leviathan. The kid Leviathan. But anyway, that kid, they like him, like he took actually he won the AZ Night Tracks, right? Can we pull that up? Is there a way we pull that up? Or
which one?
The Flagstaff AZ Night Tracks.
Yes, I believe we can.
Okay. Yeah. Like Matt did an incredible job editing this thing, man, and it's amazing. And this kind of stuff we want to try and do. Now that we are, I guess I can say it now. Emmy award-winning.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can say that now. I don't know. I mean,
you can, yeah. you got that notch right there in that belt, so I might as well wear it, man.
Yeah, dude. And I was telling Chat, dude, and Chat's like, he ain't flying right now, dude. I was like, dude, you need to like
get in.
Dude, I saw his old edit, and I posted in the chat, man. I miss that dude. I wish I could see more of his edits.
Yeah, he's I don't know if you know our buddy Richie either, man, but our buddy Richie, dude, he came from the cinematic side. But yeah, let's check it out. We'll see what's going on here.
Yeah.
You want to talk about this, Matt? Little time lapse.
Oh, the time lapse was pretty cool. So this was like a 3-hour time lapse, I think, something like that. Went into the night, but this was fun for me. We took Pete's Mavic in the air and just let it hover for a while we had. You can see the quads flying around. So, add a little bit of a display.
Yeah, that's awesome.
See the layout of the track and kind of the loops that they take and wear, but
Oh yeah, I remember this race.
Yeah, this was.
Man, I really want. This was the camp and fly,
yes.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, there was some flag. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I wish I was there at this one.
Yeah. This it was really fun. There was a lot of people from all over that came, just like this last the domes race.
Mm-hmm.
I particularly liked the camp and fly, like the way it was laid out, because you could watch everything, the whole track. You could sit there and just see all of the quads. But the domes, you kind of had like, it's sort of like watching a race at an IndyCar.
Yeah, you can see the
I
whole
do remember
thing.
watching this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see him
That was
crash
AK,
right there.
Yep. Took out his camera.
Yeah. It's
The
cool
cool
to see
thing-
the
I
quad
was
hit.
really impressed with this. This is
They showcased this on the AZ Drone Fest. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, they did? Nice.
Yeah, while
Yeah.
Pete was talking, they showed it. I thought it was really special. But it's fun, you know. It's fun
Yeah,
to make
man.
this stuff. I mean, I want to do it because I don't know. I want to. I don't know what else
Yeah.
to say.
That's another inspiration for this too.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, there's a lot we can do. So
Oh, yeah.
one of the things that we've been working on is getting video at all different angles. And of course, anybody that's done any kind of TV, any kind of real movie work or show work, they know, like, getting all of the camera angles, syncing them together. And we're dealing with FPV feeds, you know, so there's some time shifting that can happen there. So
Yeah, dude, this is like broadcast stuff right here.
Yep.
I mean, you're going in and showing like that. I mean, this is a lot of work, dude, for sure. But
And that's tearing it up, man.
this is, well, hey, you know, but again, we're only doing this. I can't do this myself, so it takes everybody else. I'm just glad that we're working together the way we are. That's something I really like seeing. So it makes it all possible, you know. But
yeah, so we have all the, we're starting to gather all the equipment, and we might as well use it to do things and see where we can go.
That's right. Yeah.
Platform for people. I don't know if you guys are still watching right now, but if you are, you understand.
We're not going to
The
talk to
thing
them if
where,
they're not.
like, keep going and eventually get to a point where we are going to have our own, TV, FPV broadcast, 24/7 that we've been working on. We've been trying to work on this from the beginning. So
one step at a time.
Represent to those that are or have been watching from the beginning too.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
You know what was really cool, dude? Let me tell you a story actually today. So I pull up like 2:00. We're closed on Saturday, right? But I pull up because I need to get some repairs done and stuff. And so I pull up and there's a guy. He's all like, at the front door, and he's looking through the window and he's like looking around. I was like, hey, what's going on, man? I'm like, we're closed, dude. Like, but he's like, hey, he's like, I just need to get some props, and I was like, okay. I was like, I'm coming in and get some repairs done, so it's all right. Yeah. He's like, he's like, you don't have to open for me. I'm like, oh, it's all right, dude. Like, come on in. So he comes inside, and well, first I asked him, I was like, so he was like, yeah, I just need like 40 millimeter, 40 mil props. I was like, oh, for like a Mob 7 or something. And he's like, no, it's he's like, I build all my own shit. I was like, okay. So I go in there, and I let him in. We talk and stuff, man. And he's like, dude, he's like, yeah, I'm just in town. I just got done with the shoot, and I just need some props. I was like, oh, okay. So where you come from? Where you from? And he's like, I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. I was like, what? I was like, what the fuck?
Another
Really?
so he's flying FPV.
I was like, dude. So then, we got down, we got talking. Yeah, we got talking about Mondo, St. Louis FPV. We you know what I mean? Like, got down to the whole. So it was really cool, man. And and he's like, yeah, I'm be here. He was like, I'm here till Tuesday. He was like, I was here over the weekend. And I was like, how did you hear about us? Because normally people are like, oh, I just type in FPV, shop or whatever, and he was like, and I thought that's what he did, but he was like, no, he was like, oh, I saw a Ladrib video, of the shop, and like I'm like, shit, I'm here in town, so I might as well come down, dude. And I was like, holy
Yeah.
fuck, dude. It was like,
that's
yeah,
awesome,
man.
dude.
That was fucking cool, dude. You know what I mean? So
I bet
hey,
you're psyched.
And St. Louis.
Yeah,
Right?
dude, St. Louis, heck yeah.
Yeah, dude. No,
Dude, that's
we
awesome.
talked. I was like, dude, I'll open up for a, a Lou homie, and
Right?
so we, yeah, it's cool.
That's great, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, dude, it was cool, man. So we get all sorts of, and like I get people in here all the time, like, like the other day, I was like, oh, so we stream the race every Thursday, right? And they're like, oh yeah, we watch it every Thursday, We're like,
oh, really?
yeah, they're like, we watch it every Thursday. I was like, well, why don't you like next time put it in the chat, like do something, dude. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, man. It's a lot of fun. So
yeah, I mean, more to that point, we had. Do you remember his name? The guy from Prescott.
Oh man,
Mr.
Ty.
Not Mr. T.
Mr. Ty.
Mr. Ty, yeah.
Ty.
So
Mr.
for
T,
example, I
but,
mean, Mr.
yeah.
Ty, he was a guy from Prescott, and he came down here like two or
couple
three
times, like
2 weeks,
yeah,
2 or 3
yeah,
weeks in a row, or
2
whatever.
weeks in a row, yeah.
And we watched him progress. He was doing such a good job of like, he had obviously been practicing and didn't have, a local community that was having weekly races. Him and his girlfriend came
They
down.
came
the
down.
first
Well,
week,
I think he has
and then
family down here.
Okay, so yeah, he was either staying with family or whatever.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, you get people from an hour or two away.
Yeah.
And
well,
he
yeah,
was driving-
Tucson. We got Tucson guys.
Right.
We got Flag. I mean, not so well now,
Yeah.
but
shout out to Mountain High FPV.
that's right. Yeah, I remember. We did the race at the Museum Club, man.
Oh yeah, the Museum Club.
Dude,
the Museum Club was a place that I held 3 or 4 races at, and these guys down in Phoenix were kind of a big proponent of that. I had Greg Gutierrez come up from Tucson to help out with timing.
Yeah,
Dan came up, AK came up, Noodle came up for the first one. Julian was there. Austin Curie.
Yeah, I miss Julian.
Don't see a lot of anymore.
We haven't seen Julian.
I have
seen Julian.
Yeah,
sure, yeah.
But
I felt so good about how many people from Phoenix
wanted
to come up.
I mean, it was it was a lot of fun, and
yeah,
it's cool if you still have those connections. Maybe we try to blow it up next time. And
I'm still
yeah,
we're
like,
chat
hey,
with the owner.
Yeah, and we're like, hey, dude, now you're down here, but
hey, we come in force this time,
right?
Bro.
And we have a whole package deal ready to go.
Right.
We do live stream.
I think we maxed at 15 pilots from Phoenix that came up to Flagstaff.
Yeah,
and the owner was stoked because it was a closed bar at that point. We had the whole dance floor, and it was a good venue because it was basically for us. And everything went really well. We had a good timing because of Dan, and Greg Gutierrez was doing a live stream.
Yeah, he did. He did a good job.
It's that simple. You find a
and
venue.
That's the thing, man. We like AZ, man. Like we represent, man. We come together. Casey knows he's from Northern AZ down here now.
I'm from Chicago.
Wow, I'm from St. Louis. You know this, and we still work together.
Right.
But anyway, you started the Northern AZ drone scene.
I didn't necessarily start it. There was a few.
Well,
other
someone
people,
needed to. Someone needed to.
I definitely helped it along and everything. Yeah. And I was in.
Well, someone needed to keep it going.
I was just in contact with a lot of the Phoenix guys. And that was really what it is.
Yeah.
Realistically, Rotate Rotor Porn.
Sure, yeah, I remember Rotate.
He's the guy that started.
Isn't he more like a DJ or more like
he does a lot of things?
Okay, but like I mean, you were focused more on.
Well, it came to the point that like the group was kind of like dying out, and I said, okay, well, I'll try to start some stuff with Tiny Whoop especially.
So you weren't the original starter of Mountain High FPV?
I just met them, the Mountain High FPV guys. That's Josh Quigley. He was one of the
I remember Josh, like the original race.
Joey Rotate.
And I know Rotate.
He's the He was the DJ. The races in Museum Club and everything. So, and he was, coincidentally, he was the one who got me the venue because he's the
does the DJing.
He does the DJing there. He does all the events.
Okay.
So that was realistically where it came from.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, let's do a Tiny Whoop
So
event.
you were more like the guy that took them to the next level.
I was just trying to organize it. That was realistically what it was, and organize the Mountain High FPV. Flagstaff is there's a lot less people there, but it's a beautiful place.
Oh, it's awesome, dude. I love man. It's great up there, dude. And but yeah, that's cool,
I'm
man.
Cracking myself up sitting here. You guys have no idea. I'm just cracking myself up just listening. This is awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't know any of this stuff. So this is like behind the scenes stuff you wouldn't know, guys. So unless you knew, you know now, right?
Right.
So but yeah, so Jeff, man, with what you got going on, I mean, I me and Matt have been out there. We've been out to Wichita, ICT. We've been to 316, man. We know what it is, dude. And like,
I want to go back. That was fun. That was a fun event. But
the team, man, you got a lot of good guys, dude. So
people,
how does that compare to like our scene here in AZ, dude? Like, because like, I mean, obviously we're gonna think our shit's a bomb, but we want to hear,
you have to represent where you're from. It doesn't matter where that is.
Yeah.
Shit does stink.
I mean, I wipe my butt the same way as everyone else, I guess. But
right, everybody poops.
Yeah, I mean, I helped start what we have going on here. It was, let's say, like 4 or 5 of us. We really liked racing, and my very first race, I met like pretty much every one of them. And one of our guys, some of that Grasslands pilot, Sean Jones.
Sean Jones, yeah,
good dude. Represent him. But he
starting center for the Wichita team.
Yep. He started in Newbie Drone, Newbie Drone League or series. He had this dream, and for me, and seeing the stuff that I was watching on TV, like DRL and DCL, or not DCL at the time, it was DR1, I think. And so I was watching that and seeing what could be for drone racing and stuff. So I wanted to pursue it, and his dream was something that we all wanted to work towards. And one of those, and we've been together probably, I think this is our 2nd year together.
Okay.
Or 2.5 or something like that. But we've already, like, he set 3 goals and we've already accomplished 2 of them. And the next thing that we wanted to do is, this is our dreams before COVID, but our dream was to race inside and have a sanctioned race inside our arena in town.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason being is, and we were trying, what would work best now actually would be a broadcast like this, because right outside of our arena, a lot like more arenas nowadays, is a huge jumbotron.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And it's the jumbotron's inside, and you could sit outside, so you could sell tickets or run it for free, or however you could get promotion for it. Right. But that's how you'd race and keep it safe, is the pilots would race inside, and you would have to set it up a way to where the pilots could, like, afterwards, or interaction with the people watching, but you could safely run a race inside through the hallways or through a basketball, whatever they have set up or whatever you could set up in there, and broadcast it so that your viewers right outside, and make an interaction with the pilots, like DRL did when I went to Phoenix, and that was our next goal. Like, we wanted to represent Wichita any way that we could, in a positive light, to endorse and further put a stamp on the approval of us doing something like that. And our last race was probably proof of that. And I think that if we could improve on it, we could definitely get there. But we had a public race outside at a festival in downtown Wichita, and we didn't run nets, but just because we couldn't find anything like reasonably cheap or remotely cheap.
And
it was all just
accessible.
outrageous pricing, even for rentals was ridiculous. But it almost fell through on us because of insurance, and luckily there was an AMA representative that was head of the committee for the festival, and they allowed us to fly, and we ran. And one of the biggest things was we were going to run a kill switch, which is just disarm. So if for some reason you hit the ground, disarm. So no one gets hurt. No risk of injury and things like that.
No turtle mode.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, you could turtle mode, but if you're outside the boundary of, like if you're out of bounds, don't you don't know who's around you, you never you always have that person that's like, I want to help, so they reach down for it, right, as you could be arming up, so just for safety and things like that, we ran a disarm rule.
As far as like the safety stuff goes, it's obviously my motto is always safety third. but fun and learning are first and second. So AZ Nitrax did a really good thing, and they developed a way to kind of take care of like that live track situation. They had each video channel on a light switch. So
I saw that. Yep.
When you're going on or off the track, whatever channel you were on, whether it was R1, R2, R6, R7, you turned your switch on and you entered the track. Obviously, they had the whole thing, completely netted and gated off. There was like at no point was anyone allowed to just kind of go grab a quad, and that's the biggest thing is we don't want people thinking that this is dangerous at any point, because it isn't. If you know what you're doing, it's not a dangerous thing. So having stuff like that out there is just kind of, it's, I understand it because AMA has their stuff. I just registered with AMA and they sent me the whole booklet and everything. And I was like, wow, they're real sticklers for, real sticklers. So, I mean, either way, making sure that everyone has an AMA registration, and then obviously the people who are throwing races, making sure that there's, a safety proponent at the very least, where no one's doing that type of stuff, going out and grabbing quads. Hey, I'll help you. Go grab someone's quad on a live track or whatever. It's that professionalism separation, where it becomes a hobby and an actual sport. Any other racing sport will have that.
Yeah, I'm just as well, as all the other sports in the world, we're definitely trying to push for that, and I think what we're doing here is one thing for sure. That's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to build from this and make make things happen. So Matt, do you have anything to add? I know that you've been working on some stuff, and
Are we pushing 3 hours?
Yeah, we're actually 2.5 hours right now.
I was gonna say that's what I said. What's our time? How much time we got left on this call?
It's as long as we want to go, really, because I'm just trying to work with the Zoom time limits. But you know, I don't know that anybody's gonna watch this whole entire thing. But
no,
we're having fun, so I don't care.
We'll cut it down. I mean, yeah, we cut it down. I mean, but
either way,
we can highlight it.
I
but
had fun.
It's called Quad Hangout.
Yeah.
You know. So,
hey, are we broadcasting to Twitch?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
I believe.
Dude,
as Rec Drones, we are.
I think that we need to. I think that this was pretty good and intuitive, and I think that there's some things that we should add, because you've given me a couple ideas, especially with the things that you've been updating throughout. So shout out to Matt. Thanks for doing all this.
Dude, I'm 100 miles an hour, man. Sometimes it takes a while to get back.
No,
to
I
things.
like it. I'm liking it. I mean, I'm just trying to keep. I'm trying to find a way to keep in communication with you while we're talking and trying to keep things going and.
Yeah, I don't want to leave you
noticing
hanging.
Time and stuff like that. So
last week was a bummer. We were supposed to stream every week, but last week we had a couple of things just didn't get aligned properly, and I actually, as it turns out, was available to stream because whatever situation happened. But you know, we're here, we're doing it, and it's working. And you know, Pete wouldn't have been here last time, so we wouldn't see the Ronin. He was too busy at the Arizona Night Tracks getting interviews, by the way. Which again, that's one of the videos that Rec Drones just posted.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There's not, there's not a lot I really want to publicize at the moment, but you know, that's one of the things that I can say is private live streamed events are really kind of becoming a big thing. If you have the equipment, the knowledge, and the capability of working with people and their requirements, you might have an ability there. So if anybody else feels inspired by that, hit me up. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. How can they get in touch with you?
Oh man, find me on Facebook. How can you find? Yeah. You know, I'll have more details soon because there's stuff that I can't say. But you can find me on Facebook or wait until you see stuff because there will be things.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I got some ideas kicking around, Matt.
We have some good stuff coming.
I know, dude. Just with this right here, I'm just like,
Yeah. Oh yeah, you see it.
Oh yeah.
There's so much more we can be doing, but it takes one step at a time before we can accomplish the next.
Yep. Yeah, I'm liking this, and I also like the transitions and other things.
Yeah. Maybe we should just do this or something, right?
Yeah, right. Have you been watching them? Because I have.
Dude, I have been telling people about them. Like, what is their attraction?
But, yeah, man, it's crazy. But it's so addictive to watch because I've been watching the
like.
I can't remember his name, but I've been watching not the guy that does music, Pete. Not the guy that does the music stuff, but the other guy. He's been playing games and dude, he cracks me up, man.
It's more their dialogue or something. It's just the content then, really. It's just, okay.
Yeah.
All right, weirdness setting in.
Yeah, I know. It's going into left field, I think.
Uh-oh. Well, it's outer space, but you know.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't know, man. I mean, if you think we're good to wrap up, we could wrap up unless there's something else.
Yeah, we could wrap up if you guys like.
We need an outro. We need a.
Okay, so you get outro.
Yeah.
I think this week, other than what I already am going to be working on, I may brainstorm with you, Matt, and start making maybe like some frames or some outro.
Yeah,
or
we need some overlays like
maybe.
this. This 3 screen is. We actually have 2 and 3. We're gonna make more, but yeah, I'm trying to work with the camera angles.
So what you did with the intros with like Dio and Deadlock. This guy's cracked me.
Yeah, dude, they're having too much fun. That's okay. I'm not even looking at the screen. I'm just looking
like
at you.
kids, kids with cameras. I swear. But yeah, I think that there's a lot that I'm gathering off of this. Especially, I like the shout out at the bottom, but I think that a scrolling marquee still it fits well.
Yeah,
because then we can
scrolling
fit
marquee. I
multiple.
didn't feel like, dude. It takes a little more time.
Yeah,
we'll get there.
Well, it's just scrolling, isn't it? Like a filter.
Yeah, I just had to click a different button in the text.
Oh
was
yeah,
first, so.
yeah. So I mean, yeah, just a little things, but I think it's all you're a floating head now.
All right, and there it is. All right,
there it is. Oh, we're done. All right, that was it.
All right, man. Okay, so yeah, we'll obviously talk in our back channel. Get things going for next week. There will be some good stuff for sure. I know that. My schedule can change at any given moment, but at this point, I think I'll have some time to dedicate to making some more content. This week was a little rough for me.
Oh yeah, same here. It was. I wanted to focus on 2 skits, and I put a lot of focus into one, and it didn't make it to fruition. So, but which is okay.
I think you'll get. It's getting.
A friend
traction.
is teaming up with me, so and I'm very excited about it. Actually,
Awesome.
we actually had a meeting about it. I know I see that 8 minutes. We had a meeting about it, and something had come up, which is I completely actually have prayers going out to him about the situation, and but yes, I'm super excited. We came up with some pretty good ideas, and one of them includes a man with a bullhorn, or not a bullhorn, a man with a microphone that's not on camera so often in the wrecking crew.
Huh.
And he is going to have the best accent and the best voice ever.
All right.
Because that was what our meeting was about. He was like, where can I go with this? And he was like, I want to give someone just like this most street accent you can think of. And he goes, I want to do it to that guy. And I know that you know who I'm talking about.
I know you're talking
about. And I thought it was going to be hilarious.
I think you're onto something with that.
Yeah, and if, like I said, if this goes well, because I know the background of the person I'm asking, and that it's helping me, and he's hilarious. And so if we can team up, because we have the same kind of... What are we doing? Oh, that's so funny. I just like the floating head. The floating head was great.
Right? Except we can see his whole body, but that's okay.
Yeah, I know. The lower
There you
half.
go.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. Dan played my video on his live stream.
Dan TD.
Oh, yeah.
Sagano, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Dan Sagano played the Unducted News.
Nice.
On his live stream.
There you go.
Yeah, and so he's actually given me some material that I'm supposed to be editing for next Unducted news skit, which I'm in the works on filming and doing that. So Unducted 2 will be coming out soon. So I'm trying to space them apart, like give some, not make it consistent.
Space?
Yeah.
Give him to Pete. He'll take care of it. You'll see them just going by the screen. Here's your video.
So
spaced out.
I was actually talking and showing some video to our said friend that's helping me out. and I kind of came up with an idea of field reporting.
Mhm.
So there's going to be inducted with field reporters.
Ooh. Is it gonna be live? Just kidding.
Yeah, I mean, inducted's always live.
Oh, okay, right.
Dude,
Yes.
so yeah, we'll we have a bunch of things that we like shows that we're working on, dude. So we won't release it tonight, but yeah, we're working.
I did tell you that I was trying to make a web series, right?
Yeah.
Like with yeah, okay. Yeah, I want to try that, but I don't know how. I want to brainstorm with you guys maybe on how we can do that.
Yeah.
Are you wearing gloves too?
No, I don't have.
Okay.
No, it's the colors removed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of lights right there. All right. Well.
Dang, we jumped back up to 4 viewers.
Nice. Woohoo!
Yeah.
It's crazy.
People are like, are they really
into our
still
third
on?
hour?
Where are
They're
they
still
going?
on. Go to sleep.
If somebody just came in, you have no idea what you just missed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Just rewind. You'll
Hit the
catch back
rewind.
up.
All right, so I think we're gonna wrap up, right?
Yeah.
So next week, same time ish. If we can do it right directly on the hour, we will.
Yep.
But
Yeah, we were pretty close this week. We were trying to. We're still working out a little bit of technical issues.
I would much rather take the time to do that instead of having a live stream that just counts down. That's just, to me.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I agree with you. I mean, I like the short countdown, but a lot of people like doing it like for 4 minutes, and it's way too long.
Yeah.
I get bored.
Yeah, I
People have
forget.
short attention
I'm like,
spans.
5 minutes, and I put my phone down, and I'm like, I'm gone.
Forget. Yeah, and then you tune back in like halfway through because you wanted to watch. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
man.
we need something. We need like some crazy like intro skit.
And maybe I need to do a quick. Maybe I need to set up a
maybe we
scene.
can do that this week. Maybe we can do like a fake meeting, right? Where I'm sitting here working on my computer, and I'm just like, man, I don't know what to do. What do you think, Matt? And then like cut to you, and then you are doing the same thing, like working on like stuff for the show or something.
We could.
Or green screen your screen, and then you can just talk about something. You'd be like, I don't know, Pete, what do you think? And then we can cut to that, and we could do something like that.
I think we could.
Easy.
Actually.
Why is there a shoe floating in space? What is that?
That's a Chow
Chow
logo.
Cow. Okay.
Oh, he's doing the sound effects and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's Saturday night. I don't know. We're just having fun.
Yeah, for
Hang-
sure.
I got something for you here. Let me just do this.
Fun stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun stuff.
Big sport.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
Chow loves this repeating background. You see him get excited?
Yeah.
We were up by 20 points, but then we had our defense gave it up. So I don't want to call out any names or nothing, but what you can do. But you know what? The coach told me to keep the game, and always work out and always do the thing you need to do.
Gotta give 110%.
110%, 100% of the time. I was waiting for it.
Yeah, dude, that's what they like. They like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I like it. I do.
I need to animate it though, so it scrolls like smiley
Maybe we
faces.
could do something like that with like 4 different videos in each, playing
could.
like different types of deals, and like whenever we want it to like show what we're showing, we make that window enlarged.
Right? Like that?
Yeah, I like that too. Have you guys seen the "I'm in your face" video?
I don't know what that is.
I'm gonna have to find it and show you. It's too great.
All right.
Look at the monitor. No, that monitor.
Oh man, now we're just took it away. All right, guys. It sounds like we got to get off of here. Our Zoom call has ended. You see Chow is now in... Well, it looks like he's done. All right, guys. So all I can say here is we don't have the chat anymore. I think we're getting off the stream. We lost... The Zoom call's over. The Zoom call. So I'm just going to end it. You guys have a good night. Thanks for watching. Come back next